the president said he hadn't seen the Supreme Court arguments today in the abortion case. Is he going to get a briefing from somebody on how arguments went? And given that a majority of justices seem inclined to let that Mississippi law stay in place, what steps is the White House taking to act in case that law stays in place and if Roe itself is overturned?
Sure. Well, I would note, as I think many of you have experienced, the president has had quite a busy schedule today, and of course, he will be updated and briefed by his team on those arguments. I know we were all impressed by the strong argument in defense for the protection of Roe v. Wade and the woman's right to choose made by the Solicitor General during the hearings this morning. I would note that the president believes, since you gave me the opportunity, that the Mississippi law blatantly violates women's constitutional rights to safe and legal abortions. This case presents a grave threat to women's fundamental rights, to all of our rights as protected under Roe v. Wade for nearly half a century. Every woman, every American deserves access to health care, including reproductive health care, and the president is deeply committed to the constitutional right. As we've outlined before, and as he's mentioned before, he's committed to working with Congress to codify the constitutional right to safe and legal abortion as protected by Roe and subsequent Supreme Court precedent. He's announced his strong support for passage of the Women's Health Protection Act and urges Congress to pass it. So we will continue to advocate for that. Zeke, go ahead.
Thank you, Jen. Quick question on, and a follow-up on what Dr. Fauci said. He said, especially the African countries,